What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Green Light Bar. How we doing? Nice. All right, welcome to Playlisted, the podcast. Without further ado, let's get this party started. Give it up for your host of the Playlisted podcast, Austin Burke.
What's going on? How we feeling? You guys doing good? Oh, yeah. Welcome to the Green Light Bar. Welcome to Nashville. We have anybody from out of town? Anybody out of town? Couple out of towners. Where are you guys from? Cincinnati. What about you? North Carolina. All right. How about the Bill Belichick and his girlfriend, baby? Let's go.
Oh, man, I must have been living
I know
under
that's
a rock.
not what you should think about when you think about North Carolina. You should think about beautiful things, but unfortunately, that's what's going on right now in North Carolina. Cody, how you doing, bro?
Good. I want to give it up for this sweatshirt, man.
Oh, thanks, man.
Or this sweater.
I'm a dad. We had family photos, and I got this sweater, and you know,
It's like putting me in the Christmas spirit, dude.
thanks, dude. Well, it is Christmas. It is Christmas time. You doing good, man?
Yeah.
Have a good weekend.
Absolutely.
Everything good?
Yeah.
This guy's about to get married to an attorney, which is amazing. Being a drummer, it's like hitting the lottery.
She's watching. She watches this. I
Yeah,
have
well,
no
she's
comment.
the best,
I have
and-
no. She is awesome.
Yeah,
She's awesome.
you broke up with her a couple times, and
She'll be the
she
first
still
to-
took you back.
She'll be the first to tell you that story.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Well,
you're embarrassing me.
as I should. Well, welcome to Playlisted. We have an amazing guest tonight. I've honestly been looking forward to this show for a long time. He is by far the most successful songwriter we've ever had on the show. Probably one of the most successful people we've ever had on the show in general. But just an awesome dude. And I mean,
Hey, man.
I'll read what I wrote down. It's just his resume speaks for itself. He has 12 number ones.
Jeez.
He's Grammy nominated. He writes in Nashville, writes in LA, and he's one of the best young songwriters, I think, maybe in the world. I don't know. He's unbelievable. Playlisted, I need you guys to get real loud tonight for Ben Johnson. Oh, yeah. How we feeling?
I'm feeling good. I like that music.
Yeah, dude, it's hype music. It's
Is that public domain or?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Okay, good.
we got rights to
Okay,
it. Good. All the songwriters and artists that come out, they're like, man, I feel like I'm back in my football days. You know?
Yeah, I never played football, but maybe baseball.
You play baseball?
Played a little baseball.
What position?
I was a pitcher.
Nice.
Yeah. How about you? I know you
righty?
play baseball too.
Yeah.
right? How fast did I throw?
No, lefty, righty. And
Righty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You went straight to how fast.
I was like,
you want to
yeah.
tell everybody
Yeah.
how fast you threw.
That's crazy. That's like
I don't want to
asking
brag, but I threw it like 83 miles an hour.
that's pretty good. Did you play high school?
Yeah, I played in high school, but then after that, I realized that was really my turn to music because I was like, I don't think I'm good enough to play like professional. So I was like, I probably need to do something else.
Yeah.
So then I decided to fall back to the very safe career of music.
Well, I did a little research on you, and you come from a bit of a musical family. Tell everybody a little bit about you, where you're from, and then, you know, maybe a good segue, like, how did you get into music?
Yeah, I'm from Meridian, Mississippi, and a pretty small town, and from a musical family. So, like, both of my sisters are musical as well. They're both actually in Nashville, songwriters, amazing songwriters themselves. And then my grandma was like, my grandma taught me how to play piano when I was young. My granddad was like our church choir director, that kind of stuff.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Dope.
So, but yeah, honestly, I was just surrounded by music all growing up, and I got really into like trying to impress girls when I was in high school. And so then I learned how to play, guitar and a piano and mandolin, all this different stuff. I got into bluegrass, and yeah, I think that's kind of when I realized I wasn't good enough at baseball. I was like, probably should do something different. And then saved up my money, moved to Nashville when I was 19. Been here ever since.
Yeah, I wish more people would admit that, what you just said. I feel like artists are they're such gatekeepers of what you just said. I got into music to try to impress girls, too.
I knew that's what you were going to say.
Why do people not talk about that? It's such a
if you're
phase of
not, you're
life.
lying.
You're lying.
Yeah.
But then
it
doesn't, did it work?
I mean, no, not really. No.
Yeah, it kind of did. Honestly.
Did it work for you?
All right.
Yeah, it was pretty good. that's kind of a long story, but I actually met my wife at orchestra camp when I was 13.
Orchestra camp?
Yeah, I played.
One time at orchestra camp.
Yeah.
Damn.
Honestly, it's a bit of a longer story, but yeah, I played cello.
Wow.
And my wife played violin.
Cello.
Turn it on its side. Cello. You got a bass. And and we met at orchestra camp when we were 13, and then so I guess music kind of did get me the girl.
That's awesome, man. And your wife is an artist, songwriter as well?
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's a songwriter. She does like music for film and TV. So like a
Nice.
composer, I guess you would say.
Wow.
I want to talk to her.
Yeah, no, she's unbelievably talented, and she was a touring fiddle player for a long time. She's really good.
That's crazy.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Well, I'm going to walk you through the show tonight. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are not sure what's going on. This show is called Playlisted. Back in, I want to say 2017, I was working at a restaurant, and my song was playlisted on Hot Country, and it changed my life forever. And so what I want to try to recreate for artists is getting them on a playlist that changes their life as well, getting them on a show that changes their life. So we are, what is this, episode
48?
48. We're going. We started back in January of this year, and we've done it every single Monday. So we're going to have artists. They're going to come up. They're going to sing a song. They're going to perform in front of the crowd, live audience, everybody watching on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. And then we're going to turn it into a podcast. We're going to give them honest feedback on their song. We're going to ask them questions, get to know who they are. A lot of times you see, songwriter rounds. They're awesome. That's what makes Nashville. But you don't really get to know who the artists are. You just kind of hear the story of the song, and you don't really know anything about them. So I want to dig deep, get to know who these people are, what makes them tick, why they're crazy enough to put music out and want to be artists. And that's my favorite part about the thing. So let's do it. Let's get the first name from the hat. We'll let you draw.
Oh, okay.
Cody,
All right.
hit the drums.
All right, we got Nicholas Kenton.
Nicholas Kenton. All right. Come on up here.
Come on up.
All right, so how long have you been in Nashville for?
Yeah, so I've been here, I guess, like 13 years now.
Okay.
Like I said, I didn't really know. I was like 18, and I didn't really know like how to progress like in a music career. And I played a show in my hometown, and this guy named Marty Gamblin came up to me after the show and was like, "Hey, like you should move to Nashville." And
Was he from there? Or?
So Marty was from here. He was like Alan Jackson's manager and had done some other stuff, like Glenn Campbell's publisher. He had done some stuff in the industry. So I was like, all right, this guy knows what he's talking about. I guess I remember him saying like, "Hey, you got to be present to win." So I was like, okay, I guess I need to move up there. So I saved my money. I taught music lessons, and then I played at weddings, and then I taught tennis lessons.
Nice.
Yeah, for like a year and a half. I mean, I did that for a
You
long time.
played tennis your whole life too?
Yeah. Tennis
You
was,
left that out, bro. You should have said tennis.
Yeah, well, there you go. I slid it in there.
Damn.
But, I saved up my money, and then moved up here with my two sisters, and we all moved at the same time.
You guys all moved at the same
We
time?
all moved at the same time.
No way. And
Yeah,
what are your sisters' ages?
They were,
Or what's the age difference? You could just say that.
That's kind of, well, so at the time they were 15, 19, and 20.
Okay.
So I'm in the middle.
You moved here with a 15-year-old sister?
Yeah. No, she
Was
was
she
like,
still doing like online school or something?
yeah, I think she like homeschooled, and then she started college when she was 16. She was really smart.
Crazy,
Yeah.
bro. Way smarter than
Yeah,
me.
crazy. What up, Nicholas?
How you doing?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man.
You
Ready to
tuned
go.
up and ready to go?
Whenever y'all are.
All right. Well, let's do it. Let's just get started. Nicholas, you're the first one, so
Godspeed.
Godspeed,
Thank
my
you.
brother. Give it up for Nicholas Kenton singing his song, Ring in My Pocket.
Spent the night talking to Grandma.
about the ring she got from Grandpa. She said, choose wisely, don't take this lightly. It won't fit any finger you put it on. Woke up to a call the next morning. The breakup came without a warning. I thought we'd last forever, thought it couldn't get better. I saw a future, but she didn't want it. I've got no girl. Had the world and then I lost it. And I've got no girl. There's a ring in my pocket. Since 62, been to more places than I'll go to. Seen the fights, lonely nights. It's probably been through more than I'd like to, but I've got no girl. Had the world and then I lost it, and I've got no girl. I've got my freedom, I've got my peace. Always curious, but never convinced. Waiting on the lightning to strike me again. 'Cause I've got no girl. Had the world and then I lost it. And I've got no girl. Spent some time talking to Grandma. It's been a while since we've caught up. I said, when I meet someone, just like a promise, I'm gonna give her your ring in my pocket.
Woo. Thank you guys.
Nicholas Kenton, everybody.
That was great.
You gotta tell the story on that song right there.
Well, funny enough, I texted you like an hour before the show saying, "Can I switch songs?"
Oh shit!
So you threw me through the loop with that one, but I'm not mad about it.
I'm glad you sang it. I did say I was gonna change that, and I completely screwed that up.
Yeah, you said "ring in my pocket," and I'm like, "Oh,
I'm
here we go."
sorry.
No,
I'm
you
sorry.
get it.
Oh, you should have just said no and played whatever you wanted.
Yeah.
But that was a great song.
I thought about it. I wasn't like feeling like totally mentally strong with it, which is why I wanted to switch. But I'm glad things are going the way they're going.
Yeah.
Geez, the story behind that song. A little over 3 years ago, I was with my fiance, and my grandma had a conversation with her, and she's like, I want to pass down the family heirloom ring. It was like the 25th wedding anniversary ring for my grandfather before he passed. And she's like, you're the only grandson that I trust to have that ring, and I want to give it to you so you can propose to your girlfriend and get married with that. And so had the ring, and luckily I never gave it to her. But we were, pretty much engaged. She was my fiance, and I was going to adopt her son. And then she just decided one morning, she called me, and she's like, let's go our separate ways. And I was like, are you sure? Like, we're going to get married. We got a wedding venue booked. We got honeymoon. I'm selling music gear to pay for all this. I'm like, I was teaching myself software engineering in order to like be a stay-at-home dad so I could take care of her son while she went out to go be a police officer and make all her dreams come true and put mine on the wayside just so I could make her happy. And then, and then she just decided to leave, and I was like, I got this song idea. And then there it is.
Couple questions. Why, what makes you, first of all, how many grandsons does your grandma have?
1, 2, 5, 6.
So what's wrong with
Seven?
what's wrong with the other 6 or 7 of them?
Dude, I don't know. I think she just likes me the most.
Yes, she does.
Sorry, cousins. Sorry, little brother.
So, okay, that was my first question. And then, how old was her kid?
He was 4 at the time. He's 7 now.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's tough, man. I can't imagine, because you don't have to do that. You didn't
No.
have to do that.
No.
But you wanted to do that.
Yeah, I fell in love with him. He had autism. He was nonverbal, and it was a lot like my little brother growing up, because my brother's autistic and has a bunch of different disabilities. And like when I met her and she was talking about him, I was like, oh, I understand. I get it immediately. You don't need to like warn me about stuff. You don't need to teach me about how to handle it and how to raise a kid like that. Like I had helped, with my brother. And even, when my parents pass away, he's my brother's going to be under my care anyway. So it was just like, I just fell in love with the both of them. And I think that was the hardest thing, is like having a family, essentially. And then, then they're gone. They're not dead, but they're gone. Right?
Do you still miss them, or?
I miss the kid. I don't.
Did you ever get like a more of an explanation or anything, or is it just kind of
No.
never? Oh,
No,
wow. Dang.
no. But a few months after we split up, she was with another guy, and then a year after that, she was married to him. And last time I heard, she's got a kid now with him, but the marriage isn't going so well. So who knows? I'm just spilling all the tea.
This just
up here
keeps
up
getting
on
worse.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Keeps getting worse and worse.
dude, that's just crazy.
An episode of Nashville.
Dude.
Well, you got a great song out of it.
Thank you.
I'll tell you that. Is it time for me to give feedback yet?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, I think that was a great song, man. I think a lot of times, like, the tone of the song has to match the concept, and you did a great job. Like, the tone of the song matched the concept. My favorite line in the song was like, "It won't fit on just any finger" or whatever. Mm-hmm. I think you said that in the first verse.
Yep.
That's a really, really good line. One small thought I had would be, I don't. How did you say the chorus? I don't have no girl. I don't have a.
I don't have a girl. Had the world, then I lost it. I've got no girl.
Okay, my one thought, constructively, when you say a girl, it sounds like it could be any girl instead of a specific girl that you lost.
Sure.
So my one thought would be, if you thought of a line, whether it's like, I lost the girl, or like, she was my girl, but now she's blah, 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 and I got, so that's just one little thought I had.
Yeah.
But everything else I really loved. I thought it was a really, really great song.
Thank you.
And my last question was like, did you write that song like, I'm going to pitch this song for someone else to sing, or like, I wrote the song for me to sing?
I like a lot of the songs that I write, I wrote it to grieve what had happened, to help myself get over it,
I think you should sing this song. I don't know if you're like a writer.
Yeah, that was the goal. Yeah.
Okay, I think the song, you have to sing it, and
Sure.
you have to. I don't know if you've already released it, but that's a song that needs to be out into the world. That's a great song.
That'll be the next one that I release.
Great.
Yep.
Nice.
Great song, dude.
Yeah, man. I think it's very personal to you, and I agree with Ben. I was kind of wanting you to say, I lost the girl, but I still got the ring in my pocket. I think that's like the simplest.
Or even cuz
layman's-
I still got the ring. I don't know. That's
Yeah.
probably too much context,
Like
but
I lost. Yeah. It was like a
when you say a girl, it made it feel impersonal.
the girl. I think
Yeah.
is the change.
Okay.
Right. If the
That's
song's
easy.
not out yet,
No, it's not out
that's
yet.
an easy fix.
Oh, yeah.
So that would just, I think the whole point of songwriting and just even putting music out is you want people to relate, right? So when somebody's listening to that song like us, I was thinking, I lost a girl. That means that you could have many. But when you say that you lost the girl, that's like the one for the ring, which also goes with it won't fit on any finger you put it on, right? That was maybe in your head the girl who you wanted to put that ring on, right?
Yep.
So it felt heavier, I guess.
Sure.
And that's just a simple fix. That's an easy fix. And then I thought it was very the story behind it, like when you're marketing it and talking about it on social media and stuff like that, I think you do need to kind of be vulnerable and share what you just shared with us, because that's something that a lot of people are going to connect with.
Yep.
So don't be afraid to go there. Obviously, she's remarried and whatever. Screw her, you know.
Her loss.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
No, you're 100% right. That should be your whole TikTok campaign, is like literally telling that story, and here's the song I wrote for it, you know, in a condensed version.
Yeah. And I, what would be hilarious, this is just a thought randomly, but hey, I heard your marriage isn't going too well, but I wrote this song about you.
I like that.
I don't know. Might work. I got to see, we have guests give us 3 facts about them before they come on, and this is kind of crazy. You almost lost your foot when you were 19. Tell us about that.
Yeah. So I was dog sitting the neighbors' dogs while they were out in town in Germany, and my mom was in Florida at the time. I grew up in Indiana, so this took place there. It was just my dad and my brother at the house next door, and I had got some little tablets that you put on your tongue and they make you see weird things. Got a bunch of those, and I was gonna. I had some friends. Yeah, Alka-Seltzer. I had some friends that came over to share them. I kept 2 for myself, and then I was gonna go to a buddy's house, and we were gonna have a great night, and one for the books. Well, we went through the master bedroom balcony, and the only way onto the balcony and off of it's through the master bedroom and through a door, and I had locked the door and smoked a bowl with some friends. We got locked out, and I was like, my stoned brain, I was like, I'll just jump over the balcony, which is 18 feet up in the air. Ended up slipping because it rained that day, and I fell on a pot, and I had a compound complex bone fracture in my left leg. I remember laying on the ground, and I pulled my leg up because I couldn't feel my foot, and like my foot was completely turned around and the bones were sticking out and everything. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. And the girls that were on the balcony were like, what? And I said, I just broke my leg. And they're like, no, you didn't. And I said, look over. And they looked over, and they were like, oh my word, you need to call paramedics now. And I was like, even better, I'll call my dad.
Yikes,
yeah, that's how I almost lost my foot. They gave me some ketamine and put it back in place. And luckily, the way that it broke, it like twisted everything so I wouldn't bleed out either.
Oh my God.
That was one. That was insane. Yeah.
Yeah, that's tough, man. Yikes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I just asked that question. I wish I didn't.
Hopefully everybody's finished eating.
What's coming up next for you, man? Anything you're excited about? Can't leave on that.
Well, I just played the listening room, which was really fun last week.
Congrats, man.
Thank you. And then this was like one thing I was really looking forward to as well. I'm a producer in town as well, so I've got some projects that I'm working on with a few different artists that are really exciting, and then getting in the studio and working on this song, Ring in My Pocket, to put that out next. But really just taking it easy, taking it day by day, writing as much as I can, co-writing as much as I can, and playing on stage. I'm going to be at NAMM playing with a band, Logan Lehman and the Bar Rats, which is going to be really fun next year. And we're going to do a bunch of Country Thunder stuff in Canada and Arizona, which is going to be really fun as well.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Well, when that song comes out, if you make those changes, you made the A-list. Congratulations.
Sweet, thank you. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Keep it going. Why do you cut it off? That's so weird.
I don't know.
Yeah, there we go. Congratulations, man. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being
Nice to meet
vulnerable
y'all.
with us. Thank
Yeah,
you for
of
sharing
course.
your story.
Absolutely.
I think it's always important to hear, what you're writing about and if it means something to you. So I'm sorry I screwed up the song, but I'm glad I did, because that was a
agree.
great song and it's a great story, and you got to
Thank you.
share it with the world. So
Thank you so
nice
much.
to meet you, man. Everybody give it up for Nicholas Kenton.
Hey,
Thank
let's
you,
go.
guys. Thank you.
So if you guys are wondering what that sound is, that's the A-list. If you crush it on the show, you make the A-list. It's kind of like on Kill Tony when you get the it's not the golden ticket, but it's the big joke book, right?
Yeah,
so
I like it.
we have a playlist on Apple Music, on Spotify, and we have all the artists that have made the A-list on there. But beyond that, one of our sponsors here, Pickers Vodka. Shout out to them. We have $5 Pickers at the bar, so be sure to go see Kylie and get yourself a $5 Pickers Vodka drink. But Pickers Vodka just got bought out by Scott Borchetta. You know who that is, right?
Big Machine Distillery.
Yeah. So
The race car driver.
yeah, yes. Scott Borchetta bought Pickers Vodka, and we now have a show once a month at the Big Machine Distillery downtown, where artists that make the A-list get to perform in front of the Big Machine A&R staff. So awesome. I know that somebody's going to get a record deal from the show, and I'm very excited about that.
That's amazing.
So shout out to them. Yeah. Very cool, very cool.
Yeah.
I also want to give a shout out to the Picker app. I know you saw Jenny speak about it before the show, but they're an amazing app. They're our first sponsor ever of the show. They're a new app on the App Store, wherever you get your apps. I don't know these days, but if you're looking to build your studio session for the recording studio, they're partnered up with Blackbird Studios, some of the best studios in Nashville. But you get to, it's like fantasy football. You get to pick your guitar player, your producer, your drummer, your bass player, and they're all vetted. So you know who you're getting. You're not getting screwed on your price. You're not getting, messed up. This guy told me he was trying to get a session. It was like $8,000 for one song. I was like, it's just sickening. So they do the dirty work to make sure that you get the best price on your session and the best players, who are respected in Nashville. So be sure to download the Picker app and support them. They're building a community the same way that we are here at Playlisted. So those are our sponsors. Let's get the next name from the hat here, Ben. Right, come on.
All right, we got Matt Waters.
Matt Waters, come on up here. All right, man. So you have 12 number ones, and I had to ask you about it because I kept getting different answers. But you have 12 number ones. Which one of those songs was the biggest shocker to you that you were like, God, I don't know how that went number one, or maybe just something weird about it? I don't know.
Man, they're all kind of miracles, It's hard to get these dang artists to release songs, much less write them, much less single them, much less make them a hit, So, we write a song every day, so like 300 something songs a year, and then it's like, maybe 30 of those get released, and then out of those, like 2 or 3 will be hits. So it's pretty astronomical odds every time you get a hit. Maybe my latest one was a pretty cool one because I had the song All the Way with Big X the Plug and Bailey Zimmerman. And I wrote that with my 2 sisters who I moved here with.
No way. Yeah,
so we've been here 11 years, and this is our first number one that we wrote together. And we wrote that 2 years ago, and then I would see different artists around town, and I'd see Morgan and be like, oh, I might cut that and do it with Big X, and then that fell through. And then, I saw Jelly, and he's like, dude, I love your song. I think I'm going to do it. And that fell through. And so then you just go, well, maybe it's not going to happen, And then, thankfully, Bailey Zimmerman literally followed through, put his sauce on it, and became a big old hit. So, yeah, that was a special one to me, though, just because I got to do it with my sisters.
That's crazy. What's the story on that? How did you get connected with Big X? And then obviously, you wrote it with your sister, so did you guys write it first? What's the process like? I know it's a little bit different for rap and country.
Yeah, so pop, rap, hip-hop, all that stuff just works differently than country. Country, we all get in a room, we write a song, boom, done. And in hip-hop, it's like, oh, there's a loop being sent around. He likes this loop, and then it's like you write a song to a loop, and then suddenly they take the verses out, and then X writes his verses, and then it kind of gets sent around like that. It's a lot of compartmentalized, right? Because it's usually the musical element happens on its own, and then the beat happens on its own, and then the rap happens on its own. So yeah, we did the chorus part, and then they took our verses out, and then he did verses, and then his producer Bandplay got all of it, and then put a beat over everything.
That's crazy. So did you come up with the original part, or were you sent the track, or?
Yeah, we had the original chorus already written, and then got sent a track that it perfectly fit to.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then wrote to that track, finished it out.
That's so cool, dude. That is so cool.
Charlie Cooks is played the guitar.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah. I love hearing that because you never know. And then what's another song that you're super proud of all your number ones? I know maybe it doesn't even have to be a number one, but what's a song that you're super proud of?
Yeah, I think number ones are obviously amazing and cool. A lot of that's just out of your control. Not like they're all my favorite songs, or my 12 favorite songs are the ones that went number one. So that's a good point. This song didn't go number one, but it's very special, I think, is a song called Give Heaven Some Hell by Hardy. And that song, I think it went like number 6 or 7. It never went all the way. And yeah, that was a special one just because like it's affected so many people. Like I have people come up to me all the time just talking about their stories of how that song's helped get them through tough times or related to them in a lot of different ways. And you know, that was just a special moment. Even writing that song was like one of my favorite writing sessions I've ever had, just because we were sharing stories of our friends, you know, who were gone too soon, and we were able to like make art out of that. So I think that was a really special one. And just Hardy is also from Mississippi. Like we've been friends a long time, and for that to be like, you know, wasn't his first kind of big song, but one of his first big songs that helped kind of lift him up another, you know, level as an artist. There's a lot of things special about that song.
For sure. And I'll let you kind of piggyback on what I'm about to say, but I don't think the average listener understands how many politics go into the radio game.
Oh.
And when I say game, it is a game.
Yeah.
I mean, you literally have to go and shake hands with all the radio DJs and the programmers. And how does that song that's connected with so many people, how does it go to like what are number 6 or number 5? It's like, can you speak on maybe a little bit of the politics of radio and like why did that song go number 6 and not number 1? It's such a smash.
Yeah. How do I say this in a way? Yeah, there's basically just like a radio director out there who decided he did not like.
There was one.
Yeah,
you don't have to say who it is. There was
one
just
guy
one guy
in one market, and so like because he never played the song, it wasn't able to go number 1.
It's ridiculous,
and that's the difference it makes. Yeah, so it's like you said, it's a whole operation, and it takes an entire team of people. But when it all works, it's amazing. And I've seen songs that, you know, no one would ever have discovered if it wasn't for country radio. So very thankful for it. But yeah, you're right.
Totally. No, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's like the worst thing too, because it's, I don't know, it's so hard to navigate. I mean, I don't know. I wish that music wasn't political, but unlike, you know,
yeah, it's
just it is.
Now it's like with the DSPs, like with Spotify and Apple Music, I think it's actually becoming a lot more, is the word democratized? Is that a word?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is it?
Meritocracy.
Meritocracy? Okay. Yeah. Because it's pretty impartial. You don't really have to like, it's all algorithmic. It's like, how much are people listening to the song? Which is just, you know, it's a whole other frustrating thing. Maybe sometimes that takes a bit of the art out of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it is interesting. There's a lot of different avenues now, you know, with TikTok and with Spotify and Instagram Reels and everything. It's like there's a lot of ways that people are discovering music now beyond just radio. But it's pretty cool that we have a lot of different avenues to get songs out there.
We do. And my only, God, I feel like I'm being the Grinch right now. But my only argument to that is now the labels have basically taken over TikTok, taken over Instagram, taken over all of the ways that independent artists like myself can put out music, and they've also taken over the playlist. So they've struck deals with Spotify, they struck deals with Apple, and so they now have their artists. For example, Hot Country has 5 or 6 spots for a Universal, for a Warner, for a Sony, whereas there's 1 spot for an independent artist. So I think some of those numbers are a bit skewed as far as like, you know, being real and being able to get your song.
That's probably true, but I will say there's never been a better time to be an independent artist in the history of the universe.
Totally.
Because 10 years ago, you didn't have any other opportunity. It was like, if it's not in the radio and if it's not with a major label, good luck.
100%. So there's like a 1% chance.
There's a way better chance now.
Yes. Thank you. See, you're bringing the Christmas cheer. I'm being the Grinch. All right, let's give it up. And by the way, we have an amazing show called Playlisted Podcast where we allow independent artists to come on here and crush.
Yeah, I love it.
So that's what it's all about. Give it up for Matt Waters.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Howdy, players.
Did I get your song right? What's Gonna Stop Me?
That's banging.
All right, give it up for Matt Waters singing his song, What's Gonna Stop Me?
Thank you, friends. So what's gonna stop me from loving you? obstacles gonna keep me from seeing you. There's no distance that I'll have to go that could keep me from coming home. See, you don't spend another night alone. And I'm gonna run to my legs give in, and then I will crawl to my arms go limp. For say no more, I'll be yours. I'll be yours. Well, I got 2,000 miles left to go, and a whole lot of world and to know through the golden gates, 9 different states. Not letting a second go to waste, 'cause I've got a woman back home. And I'm gonna run to my legs give in, and then I will crawl to my arms go limp, and I will pray, I'll pray that tomorrow will be the day that I'll get what I've been looking for. Say no more, I'll be yours. I'll be yours. The sun on my neck, one hand in the air. Every driver asks why you going there. Except for this kind of girl and this kind of loving. I do the craziest things. I'm gonna run to my legs give in, and then I will crawl till my arms go limp, and I will pray, I'll pray that tomorrow will be the day that I'll get what I've been looking for. Say no more, I'll be yours. I'll be yours. I'll be yours. Thank you, friends.
Woo! Say
Matt
no
Waters. All right. Where
Yeah,
you
straight
from?
play.
Where you from, man?
Cincinnati, Ohio, baby.
Cincinnati.
Don't talk about my Bungles right now.
Oh,
It's,
I watched that game yesterday. That was tough.
I had to console my wife for about 30 minutes, and we moved on with our lives. That's what we do in Cincy.
Yeah,
I definitely watched that game.
Got
I was
to.
a lot happier about it than you probably were.
I'm glad that you
Should I
feel that
switch-
way. Thanks for
should I-
bringing it up.
Should I switch seats?
No, we can still be homies. We can be homies. I can love you through the time.
All right, so you're from Cincy. What's that song about, man?
That song's about this guy cornered me on a hotel gig. He says, I want to tell you about how I met my wife. He told me he was hitchhiking from San Francisco back to Cincinnati after World War II. He's like, I'm like 20 minutes away from my parents' place. And almost like a mirage, a car full of women roll up and offer to give me one more ride. He says, as I got in that car, I knew right then and there, I'm going to marry one of these girls.
one of these girls is crazy.
Dude, he's crazy for thinking that. That's the scariest shit a hitchhiker could ever be thinking while getting in your car. Like, I'm going to find love in here, baby.
Yeah, that reminds me of the scene in Dumb and Dumber, right at the end.
Iconic.
It kind of maybe that is the
Bro,
guy from that.
One of
scene.
these girls is
Yeah, one of these girls.
a wild song.
Okay, so keep going. So then what?
Oh, no, that's all. He cornered me at a hotel gig, told me about how he met his wife, and I was like,
So
well,
his wife
fine.
was one of those women?
Yeah, he married the driver of that car.
He married one of them girls, literally.
That he really did.
Oh.
Shot his shot.
She was the driver too.
She
That's
had the
crazy. It
whip.
wasn't even backseat loving. It was just some straight roadhead.
Man,
Crazy.
I don't know if you can give the lady roadhead. He had a flexible neck after the war. He was capable.
Oh my gosh. Wow. All right, Ben. What do you think, man?
How did I take it?
Processing. No, it was really good, dude. You got a good falsetto. I really like when you got way up there. That was good.
I was smoking some cigars, and I'll tell you, I wish I had that a little bit tighter, but you saying that, I'm going to keep smoking.
No, it sounds good. Let me see. Yeah, I think the vibe of the song, a lot of times I don't try to get too like into the weeds of things. I'm just like, how did it make me feel? And I'm like, okay, 6/8 thing, and it's like, I want to be yours. That I resonated with that. I'm curious, one thing, like, why did you call it What's Gonna Stop Me? I'm just curious.
I just thought that intro puts in your mind that like you're willing to go there for love. And the context kind of changed from what he told me to what the song kind of speaks of. The song's more speaking of like, I know that I have love on the other side, so I'm going to make my way back to them. Because I thought finding love as a hitchhiker is way more mysterious, so we're going to avoid that topic, you know?
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I thought the title threw me a little bit. Not that that's the end of the world, but something about the title, and then when you sang it, I was like having a hard time. Maybe there's something to calling it. What the end of the chorus? You say something like "I'll be yours" or something.
Yeah, say no more, I'll be yours.
Yeah, maybe that's just a better title because I can just remember the hook a little better if that is the title. My one other thought, which is this is like a very specific thing, just the word limp took me out of it just a bit. Just like the song's kind of sexy.
Yeah.
And then to be on the chorus and saying the word limp in the middle of a sexy song, I was like, man, if I was like trying to get sexy and then I hear the word limp, I don't need that kind of negativity.
Giving Webster a rip on that, no limp.
yeah.
Flaccid it is.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. That flaccid would work better, I think. No, that's my one thought on the chorus. I think register-wise, the chorus starts high and then it comes down it falls to a register that the kind of verse was at. I think it might be interesting to try to explore keeping the register higher up onto the falsetto thing you did. Sorry, hopefully this isn't like too technical, but like you kind of went high and then you went low and then you went falsetto and then you went low. Like it kind of did too much of this.
Yeah.
Like I wonder if it was just like
Kind of want the chorus to rise a little.
Yeah, just kind of something like a little more just on the same register. But yeah, honestly, I think the vibe was great. I think if you've like made those few tweaks, I think it's a really, really solid song. And I'm going to ask you the same question because I think it's important to like know, especially when I'm giving feedback on songs. It's like, is this a song? Are you the artist for the song? Or
Yeah.
you? Okay, perfect. That's great. Then I think it suits you really well.
Thanks,
and it seems like your vocal tone and these registers and everything sounds really good. So yeah, a lot to like there. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I see you open up for Luke Combs.
Yeah, I had the fortune of opening up for Luke when he came to Cincinnati, right when Hurricane had come out, and it was just a luck of the draw kind of thing. Like I'm not the most country of vibes, but I was the guy that was opening up for most folks at that tin roof, and he's definitely the most famous person to ever offer me dip. I wish I would have taken it.
Was it the Cincinnati Tin Roof?
Cincy tin roof.
It's
a sticky spot, man. It's good.
Isn't that crazy, bro? Yeah, absolutely. That's wild. It's so cool. I mean, hearing that, you don't realize that's what I do love about country music is like really at the heart of it, a lot of these artists are grinding away, playing dive bars, just trying to make a name for themselves. And then all of a sudden they get a hit song like Hurricane and the rest is history. And he's now selling out where the Bengals play. What's the name of this? The
Paycor Stadium now.
Yeah, he's selling that out. 2 nights. Like it's crazy to me how that can happen. But so what would you say your genre is?
I don't know that it's up for me to decide, man. I'm just writing and trying,
Okay.
So I think it's more in like the soulful category.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
but I
I
wouldn't
could
say
hear
it's a soul
soul.
tune. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say soul.
Yeah. And I guess maybe screw the genre, but like, what do you feel like your music is? Like, what kind of vibe are you putting out to the world?
I want the soundtrack that people can shake their ass to and live their life. I want it to be danceable. I want it to be songs that you want to sing along to. I want it to kind of fit the soundtrack of what you're getting down with, but I always try to lean more on the optimistic, positive side of life.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely.
So important to know who you are as an artist.
For sure.
And then write songs to fit that, you know. That's,
For sure,
that's
yeah, and
smart.
it doesn't need to be a genre. I know that's like a base gas question, but that's why I asked. Like, you at least need to know what kind of emotion do you want your music to, pull from people. So that's good that you know that.
What world does it live in?
Yeah, of course. What kind of world does it live in? So, and you don't live in Nashville?
No, I'm Cincinnati till I die.
Okay,
Oh, wow.
really?
Represent, yeah.
And you came down here for the show?
I did.
Amazing, man. Thank you for coming down here.
Do you
Thanks for
do
putting it
music full time?
Yep, only job I've ever had. I make
great.
my living. I pay my mortgage that way.
Hey, what a blessing.
Are
Yeah,
you
man.
playing all over and just every night of the week or what?
Probably playing 5 nights a week in Cincy. I'm on the road for like 1 week in a month, typically doing like just the original thing. The rest of my life is kind of 50-50 covers, 50-50 original, you know?
Nice.
great.
And I see you do yoga, and you're a lover of yoga and coffee.
That's my game right now,
Wow,
okay?
so you see,
I try to go down first.
You go
and then I
down
get
and then you go up.
From the eyebrows up, I'm just shaking for the rest of the day to stimulate it.
What's all right for just like the average coffee?
I
kinda
just
guy.
started drinking coffee
Really?
2 weeks ago.
Why?
Or maybe
you
like a
hooked?
month ago now.
Why why so recent?
I never liked the taste of it, and then I listened to this podcast, and it was basically like it's really good for you. So I was like, I'm gonna learn to like it.
Are
It
you
like
drinking it-
lowers
are you drinking
lowers
it
your
black?
risk of Parkinson's, lowers your risk of diabetes. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So-
Drinking it black or you little creamer?
No, I can't. I did like I've been doing like lattes.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, so for Ben here, he's a new
Yeah.
coffee drinker. If you want to take him from a beginner to an expert real quick, right? What's some beans? Give him like a couple beans and a couple things that he can do differently in his coffee lifestyle to make his experience a little better.
Let me make this clear. I'm not an expert. I'm just a junkie. So let's start at speed weight. Treat yourself right, okay? You want to have a baseline that feels like I know what I came here for and I don't care about the flavor. Okay. Then as time goes on, maybe try a Monster Energy drink and realize I have more class than this. Come back to coffee. Then you start shopping around, then you're going to end up with what they call the red eye, okay? And when you start doing red eyes in the morning, that's when you know you can look your employer or a loved one in the eyes and be like, I'm ready for the day. This shit just got crazy.
Do you know what a
So
red
you're
eye,
not
do
a
you know what a red
you're
eye
just
is?
a junkie. Yeah.
100%.
I'm glad you clarified that. He's
Listen-
more of the needle than the sip.
I don't think it comes like that. It'd be rather hot to go down the syringe, but
You know, I
the
have
game is
all
the game.
I have all the apparatuses at home.
Do you?
I've got the press and everything.
Really?
I love it. Yeah.
You got pour over?
I've got the pour over, the chemist or whatever it's called. No, but I actually press my own espresso shots.
Very nice.
Yes, I have
high class.
the grinder and all this shit.
That's so
But
fucking-
it's set up on like I don't have anything official for it. I've got a fold out white table that it all sits on. It's pretty.
Jesus, you guys are weird.
What
All
are you
right.
drinking?
Go to-
Can't believe.
I don't
that
know.
you
I
just
thought you'd have
started
more of
drinking.
a. You're talking about like just.
I'm having a good time with it, you know?
All right, show us your best yoga pose right now.
Oh, my best yoga pose? No, you got too many cables up here, dog. Listen, I've been in the car all day. I'm not ready for no demonstration.
All right. What do you think, Ben? Would you A-list it? I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna respectfully. I'm gonna say no. But I'm gonna do an American Idol, and I'm gonna leave it up to my judges here to make their decision.
Dude, I think if you make those edits, yes.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
I knew
like
they'd do that. That's why I actually said yes too. So you
Say
made
no
the
more. The A-list is yours.
Let's
Give
go,
somebody coffee.
dude. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you for coming down. We appreciate you. Give it up for Matt Waters, everybody. All right. Let's get the next name. Let's keep it rolling. What is going on?
All
Took
right.
the red.
Oh, yeah, switch it up. All right, Julia Miller.
Julia Miller, come on up here.
Julia.
All right.
I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff on
There's
here.
some crazy stuff on this sheet.
All right, so I know that you study music. You're like a music connoisseur. I read that somewhere. I don't know. You study music,
I
right?
did study music.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
so-
it's good to know a lot about what you're trying to do. I think.
Of course. So when you break down a hit, what traits showed up for you over and over again?
I mean, I think melody is king. Like, it doesn't matter if you're saying the most deep lyrical thought anyone's ever said. If it's not a catchy melody, it doesn't matter. Go read poetry. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you better. I think one thing people don't do is spend enough time making sure the melody's really, really great. And people settle a lot of times and go like, "Oh, that's pretty good," and then everything rhymes. Let's go. And I'm like, no, that's not going to cut it. So, yeah, I think melody at the end of the day is kind of really important. And then I would say right after that is concept. Like, you know, we're saying the same things in every song, essentially. It's like, somebody broke up with me, I'm in love with somebody. You know, it's like not that many things you can really sing about. So then it's like, okay, how can you say that in an interesting way, but very conversational? So that's one thing I try to do is like, okay, say something everyone's always said before, a little bit different, but also sounds like you could text it to your buddy or say it to your girlfriend or whatever.
For sure. Do you ever take yourself out of the right and think, hey, what, like as a consumer of music, what would I think about this listening to it, just not as the creator, but as the listener?
Oh, man, yeah, of course. I always, especially when I'm writing for an artist, you know, if I'm writing for Jelly Roll, I'm like, okay, close my eyes, picturing what I like to do this. I picture myself as a fan in the audience of his show, and I'm like, what do I want him to sing to me right now?
Do you go to a lot of shows to try to experience that?
Yeah, I mean, especially if I'm out on the road with an artist, I get to go like watch their show, and then we go on the bus and write songs.
Do you ever
for 'em.
go in the crowd in the front?
Yeah, of course. I'll go and sit, you know, by the sound or whatever, and it changes everything. In fact, I wrote like a Liar by Jelly Roll. I wrote that, and then it was like after seeing his live show, I was like, oh, this would slot really well into his show. So sometimes that's really helpful. Yeah, because at the end of the day, you know, we play music to be shared, and I think at the end of the day, we've got to have songs that, you know, work well live, because that is a huge, huge part of how artists make money, and so you really want those songs that connect well on a live level.
For sure. I've just thought about this question when you were talking, but is there a song that you wrote on the road with an artist after seeing a show? Maybe it was Liar, or maybe is there another song that you were on the road writing with an artist that became either like a number one or maybe like a big song for them?
No, I can't think of like necessarily on the road, but a lot of times it is like at camps, I would say. Like probably half of my hits have been written like at destinations, you know, wherever they are, whether it's even just right outside of town in the country, or whether it's like renting a place in Orlando or something, you know, and we go there and we hole up and write for like 4 days straight, and it's just like no distractions, 8 or 9 songs a day.
That's the most successful, you think?
That's usually the most success, is like when you have scenarios like that.
That's dope. That's awesome.
I've always wondered about those camps.
It's like
ask away.
Camp Rock, dude. Camp Party or Camp
What do you wonder?
No, just what's actually going on. But
We're writing songs.
I tour with a group that brings writers on the road, and so if it's anything like that, they're just like in the green room.
He's out with Restless Road.
Doing
I gotcha.
2-3 songs in a day, but you're doing that every day for 4 days.
Oh,
No, I
yeah.
just didn't know
Well,
if
so
you
the
could-
road and camps is a little bit different, but yeah, it's the same
I
concept.
just didn't know if you could share anything else that goes on at these camps.
Man, it's honestly, yeah, I mean, sometimes you get some shenanigans, but most of the time you're like, hey, I'm leaving my fam, I'm leaving my home, and I'm here for like 3 days. You're like, I'm going to freaking work from the beginning of the day until 4 a.m., like every day.
Okay, so are there times where it's more of a hang and you're partying a little bit, but you're writing, or then there's other camps you go out and everybody's like, we're here to work, we're going to do this?
Yeah, the ones I like are like, we're here to work.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
That's dope.
Saying my hobby, man. It's my job.
Right. No. Right.
Hell yeah. I love that. Julia, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Everybody give it up for Julia Miller singing her song, Wings.
I watched my life flash before my eyes. I had never seen such a beautiful sight. Please don't worry, I won't be far away. I'll be in a place with no pain. I'll be in a place with no pain. So will you hold my hand while you watch me grow my wings? can feel your cries. Try to have no fear. Oh, I'll always be near. So will you hold my hand while you watch me grow my wings? So will you hold my hand while you watch me grow my wings? Grow my wings.
Julia Miller. All right, tell us a little bit about that song.
So I wrote it about, well, really in my brother's eyes. So my brother passed away 2 years ago from stage 4 cancer. And I was with him the moment he passed away. And it was to help myself cope as well as my parents. And I wanted them to know that just because he's not here, he's in this amazing place, and that honestly, death doesn't have to be such a dark thing. And I remember, when he passed away, his last words were up, up, up. Wow. And I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to heaven. Wow. And I just imagined him seeing his whole life before him, because he was young. So just
How old
going
was
back,
he?
he was 26 when he died.
And he said up, up, up.
Yeah, those are his last words, were
Wow.
up, up, up. And then he was gone. And I wanted to see him in that beautiful light, and imagining, him growing those wings and being there for that. So it's not such a dark thing.
Gosh,
Wow.
that's crazy. And do you mind me asking what kind of cancer your brother had?
Yeah, it was called DSRCT. So it's desmoplastic small round cell tumor. It's a super rare type of sarcoma.
Oh my
Yeah.
Was that something he had a long time, or like how did that?
They don't know
manifest?
because of how rare it is. They really have no
So I'd say
idea.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, that's actually how I got started with playing music, was because of him.
Was he? And he was a musician as well.
No, so I met Denver over here when he was singing karaoke, and we ended up dating. And long story short, he played music for a really long time, and asked me if I wanted to play with him, and I said as long as we do it to raise money for my brother. Wow. Because it was super expensive, flying all over the place.
Sure.
And so that's what we started doing. Every gig that we would go to, we would simply do it to raise money for him. Every penny went towards
So
him.
he was hitting on you, and you're like, only if we can raise money for my brother. He's like, no. I'm
all comes
sorry. I'm
full
sorry. I'm just
circle.
looking at it from a guy's point of view. He was 100% hitting on you. But hey, it's for a good cause.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
tell us a little bit about. So you have some crazy stuff on here that we have people submit facts. Like I said, so obviously you started.
So many
By the way,
questions.
4 years ago is wild. Like you have a great voice. You had never sang before or anything.
No.
And then I'm sorry, what's your husband's name?
Denver.
Denver. Great name. So Denver, you've played music your whole life then? Okay, he said something like
Something like that.
that. So
Good answer.
drummer. Nice.
Oh, so not really.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Yeah. At least he didn't say
Poor
bass guitar.
Cody over here just catching strays, bro. Catching strays.
That's amazing.
So-
So did y'all write that together?
I wrote it.
You wrote
yeah.
it, and then you've accompanied her. Have you? Sorry, I
No, dude. Go.
interjected.
Stop. Do not apologize.
Have you recorded this song?
We actually are in the process of it.
Yeah.
I'm in town to do that, and
No
I
way.
figured it would be good to play it on the show and get some critiques and hopefully put it together. We're going to be in the studio tomorrow, so.
That's
Nice.
great. Okay,
Yeah.
awesome. I mean, that's. I think it's a beautiful song. I've said this about everyone, but it's true. Like the vibe of the song is correct for the concept, and like that's so important. Like if you do the best melody and then the best lyrics, but the vibe is completely wrong for the concept, it literally doesn't matter. So like, I love those chords. Those chords are like very nostalgic feeling, which I think is the perfect feeling kind of to be put in for this song. I couldn't understand. Could you say the words for the chorus?
Yeah.
We're on the same vibe. I'm sorry. I'm freaking out. We're
Yeah, our
writing the
notes are the
same
same.
notes.
It's
I was
actually crazy.
literally about to say, can you read me the lyrics to the chorus?
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you.
Will you hold my hand? So it's, will you hold my hand while you watch me grow my wings? And it just repeats that.
Okay, that's great. Take or leave this. I wondered if it should be spread instead of grow, but that's just me. I don't know if there's more to the story and stuff. I've never heard someone say grow my wings. Usually I hear spread instead, but I don't know if there's a reason for that. So I could be an idiot. Everybody roast me. I don't freaking know. But I think everything else, I really don't really have any notes. I think it sounds great. I love that the way your voice sounds on this. I could be interested when you produce it into hearing it with a piano.
That's it.
Perfect.
Yep.
Great. The guitar is cool. It takes me in a country world a little bit, but I could hear those chords being played on a piano, and everything would be even more emotional sounding. And then I also would try it one key higher.
Okay.
Just try it, because when you get those high notes in the chorus, I almost wanted your voice to be like a little breathier register. Again, could totally be wrong about that. Just met you.
She's going in the studio tomorrow. She
Don't
needs
know
those.
how high you can sing. So you're like, that's the highest notes I can sing.
And by the way, the
Just sing those notes.
studio is a great place to try. I know it's
Experiment.
expensive, but you can at least do one take a step up.
Yeah.
For sure.
Also, I think the word, you said grow. I thought that was a weird word as well. I think spread is the wrong message. It's like spread my wings and fly
that's almost the wrong
on
thing, too.
earth. I
Yeah.
think the word is gain, because I think your brother gained his wings, right?
I like that.
And so I think that might be the fix, because I do think grow felt a little weird. It felt a little bit like, I don't know if it was the right word.
I almost felt like that X-Men character.
For sure. Yeah, like
Angel
he's,
or whatever.
yes.
He like grows his wings. Sorry, X3. Yeah, The Last Stand.
Yeah. So, okay. No, 100%. So that's my only bit. And you're going to the studio, so like take it or leave it, but take notes on all that.
It's an absolutely special song either way, and what an incredible story.
100%.
And what an amazing way to honor your brother, and that's just like the magic of music. Like that's what it's all about right there. It's like that. It's not only a great way to commemorate and honor him and spread awareness and do all these things, but it's also a great way for you to process what's going through in your life and like be able to like, give yourself some kind of like therapy, on your own. I know, because I've written songs in the same way where I'm going through something unimaginable and I'm like, okay, I've got to put this down. So yeah, that's amazing. What an incredible story. I don't know if you're going to ask any of these other
You
questions
got it.
on here.
Go ahead.
But there's a lot about a chimpanzee on here, and I'm curious about his name's Oliver.
Yeah, so it's actually super cool.
Okay.
My father, he was an attorney by profession, and he was the kind of person, like, if he was super quirky, and he heard about Oliver, and this was back when he was an attorney in the city.
Whoa, okay. You got to calm down there.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, so he heard about Oliver and went to go see him, and Oliver was a chimp that he walked upright. He had very like human-like features. He actually like would smoke cigars, drink beer, like it was really cool.
Oliver was a redneck.
Yeah. So my dad bought him.
Keep hitting that shit.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Keep
No,
going.
you're good. You're good. So yeah, my dad bought him and had him for a long time, and then Oliver ended up in a institute in Texas it's like a rescue place for chimpanzees, and he passed away I think about 10 years ago, I want to say. But we're actually in the process of finishing the last documentary series. My dad passed away this past year, so I've been working closely with Andy, the filmmaker, to put the last bit together. So my dad basically had donated all of the stuff on it. Yeah.
What's the documentary called that's on the History Channel?
If you just literally look up Oliver the Humanzee, it'll pop up. Yeah, Humanzee.
This is the one you're working on?
Yeah.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was also on. Yeah, Joe Rogan did a thing about it too. It was pretty cool.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
That's wild. So you were friends with Oliver?
I never got to meet Oliver.
Okay, you never met Oliver.
No.
Why did
I
you never
wish.
meet him?
He was in Texas, and we never made the
'Cause he was
trip
at
out
the
there at the institute.
So your dad
yeah.
just bought him?
Yeah.
And then
wild.
he got sent away?
No, so
Sorry,
my
I
dad
missed-
bought him, and there was, he had done a lot of things with Oliver. He was curious, like, what Oliver was. They did some DNA testing, and, like, people thought he was the missing link. Some people thought he was, like, a half chimp, half human
What do you mean by
hybrid.
missing link?
Like, the story of the missing link? Like,
don't.
No, basically, like, yeah, I know. Kind of
Everybody's like, this
I
is what we
like-
signed
wait,
up for.
and hold on. What is?
like
do you
missing
mind me
link
asking? What does your
stuff.
dad purchase Oliver for? What's the price?
I don't know,
You don't know?
honestly. He owned gold mines. Yeah.
Your dad owned gold mines.
My dad was really cool. My dad went to go see him, was just like blown away, like completely infatuated with him. And I guess the
Did Oliver sell himself, or did he have like a broker?
No, the previous owner, I think the way it was, and please, Andy, forgive me if you're watching this, how, where I went wrong with the story, but I'm pretty sure that the previous owner, the wife, Oliver was putting moves on the wife and getting very aggressive with it. And
Wasn't expecting it to go there. I should have seen it
yeah,
coming. Oliver's a dog.
yeah.
No.
No,
You need to watch.
He's a
Watch-
chimp.
yeah. We're trying to work out some deals right now between HBO or Netflix. We're trying to, finagle something.
So this is like a real
tune in.
thing.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Andy's working really hard on this one.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm watching
Unbelievable.
it tonight. I'm watching.
Man, you've had a lot of life happen to you.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, a lot of tragedy too. A lot of heartbreak and
Yeah.
So your dad passed away last year?
This past year.
I'm
yeah,
so
a
sorry.
couple months ago.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Well-
And did he live? Where did he live?
North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Yeah,
Okay.
where we're at.
Gosh, you have a really cool story.
Yeah,
and
this is really
I
cool.
think, if anything, I know you've only been doing music for 4 years. My biggest advice, if you're going to take anything from this show, obviously you're creating a really cool show on your own. Just, I think, take the stories of your life and all the things you've been through and all the things you've seen and just write and be truthful about them, and share those stories the best you can do. That's all we can do as songwriters, as artists, is share those stories. And I think that the stuff that you've gone through, it's like Give Heaven Some Hell, right? Like that song is connected with so many people because so many people have been through a hard time. And so I think you need to write a song like that. I think you need to go there, whether you want to or not. You're going to have to go there as an artist, as a songwriter, to get some of the best songs that you're going to do. So that's my advice. And thank you for sharing your crazy, unbelievable stories.
Unbelievable.
Anything else for her?
Oh man, no, I would just say, yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Turn your, tragedy into art and share it with people. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, that's awesome. And like you said, at the end of the day, people connect with stories, and you have a lot of stories to tell. So yeah, keep
You
telling
do.
them.
So I've done this a couple times on the show, but we're gonna do. It's called I guess we'll call it the B list because I got to hear the song. It's not out yet, right? So I want to hear the tweaks. I want to hear all the stuff. So it's.
Half.
Oh, I just locked Cody's. That's from a Trojan horse from earlier. Dude, what is he's got pop-ups on an apple. This guy's disgusting. Unbelievable. Anyways, you made we'll call it the B list.
Okay, I'll take it.
So, congratulations. I
Yeah.
want to hear the song when it comes out.
I want to hear
Thank
it too.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it.
Give it up for Julia Miller, everybody. Dude, have you ever seen a pop-up on an apple?
Man, I ain't never seen that.
That's wild, dude. What are
This
you watching?
computer is clean. It's as
doing
clean
over
as
there?
it gets.
You're engaged, bro. Relax.
It's soft core. Soft core.
All right, let's get the next name.
Dude, when Oliver started hitting on his wife,
Yeah. Jeez, that's what I'd do to Oliver if he hit on my wife. Sit down, boy.
I am. Kaitlyn Crocker.
Yes.
Caitlin, come on up here. By the way, we do have a bucket. We have a bucket right here. Mikey's holding up the bucket. If anybody wants to put their name in the bucket, we're trying next year to do mostly bucket polls. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Any names in there? All right, we'll get some.
All right. If you don't have a pet shark named Tony, this
Yeah.
isn't going to go well for you.
Oh, you've got interesting facts too. I think everybody had pretty crazy facts.
So you're on a show. You're on a show, a Netflix show, right?
I am
Tell
on
us
a
a little
Netflix
bit about
show.
that.
Yeah, there's a show called Hitmakers. It came out over the summer, I guess. Yeah, and it basically takes people behind the scenes into writing camps, which I was going to mention earlier. I was like, okay, if you've seen the show, you might have a different view of writing camps than the way I described it. because on the show it's just like we're like in the Bahamas, like on a yacht with like alcohol everywhere and everybody's partying. So
They're not on Skid Row, dude.
yeah, dude, it was crazy. But no, it was so much fun. It takes people behind the scenes on writing camps, and you know, we had John Legend on there, and we did a camp for him. We had Lisa from Blackpink did a camp for her, Shabuzi, and then Usher. I think maybe that was everybody they aired on the show. But yeah, we filmed for 4 weeks every day, and then they consolidated all of that into 6 30-minute episodes.
That's crazy. Isn't that wild?
It's
How long did it
unbelievable.
take to film?
Well, they said they got like 45 hours of footage a day. Wow. So we filmed from 10 a.m. I have a new respect for reality TV people now, I will say, because like we filmed from like 10 a.m. to like maybe 2 a.m. every day.
Mikey, is that a shit ton of hours or what?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
He said it's piece of. He said it's a piece
Yeah,
of
it's
cake.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
How many hard drives is that?
I don't even know. They had like 10 editors like on the show with us, I guess, or something crazy. But then this one girl puts it all together and makes it a whole thing. It's amazing.
So we had a guy, Chase Miller. He's a manager. He was on a couple weeks ago, and he was basically talking about how he was on reality shows, and he was like the snitch on reality shows, and he would like watch what was happening and be like to the producer or
Right.
whatever, be like, hey, this, or the director,
Yeah,
hey,
this is
these
what's going
guys
on.
are, you know, banging in the bathroom.
Sure.
At hour 37.
Yeah.
So he was kind of telling me that, but you don't realize that happens in these kinds of shows. So,
No, it's unbelievable.
okay. With that said, who is the most talented writer you've worked with, and what did you learn from them?
Man, there's so many really talented people. I mean, Hardy's up there. I think Hardy's pretty special just in the fact that he's built his own brand from the way he writes. I think, you know, that's important, especially as an artist, is that you have a sound. And Hardy is special to me because, like, he started off as a writer and then just had such a signature sound as a writer that he became an artist. So,
cool.
yeah, I mean, the way he rhymes, like, he thinks about songs like almost like a rap song. And he's so lyrically driven, and he has rhythm. I think people forget about, like, rhythm is so important. And, you know, it's like you have melody and then you have lyric, but also rhythm is unbelievably important, even when a song is very melodic. So I think I learned a lot from him in that sense. But, man, I learn something every day. I try to learn something every day, no matter who I'm with, even if it's like, oh, that wasn't good, I shouldn't do that, you know.
So, okay, and then, sorry, I know you're up here, but just a second. So you write a lot in L.A., you write a lot in Nashville. Tell us who's the best from each city, and then what makes each city different.
Like I said, there's so many talented people.
Just your favorite.
My
Not the
favorite.
best,
I
but
mean,
your
I
favorite.
love Ryan Tedder to me, who is maybe the most successful writer of all time. I would say he's way up there. You know, he has this band, One Republic, which is amazing.
What makes him so special?
His work ethic. Yeah, he just works harder than everybody. Yeah, he's like touring with One Republic and sending bounces to like 15 different people at the same time. Like, hey, we can tweak this here and this and here, and he's so amazing at artist relations, which is so important. Like when you're trying to make it in this business, you got to have great relationships and you got to have a lot of connections. You know, because you can write the best song ever, and if you don't have someone to send it to, it doesn't matter. So yeah, he's really great at playing the business side and the creative side, which is really hard to do.
Is he like a melody guy, or is he all?
He's everything.
everything.
He's a producer. He's melody. He's lyric. He's unbelievable.
What are you in the room?
I try to be everything as well. Like he's always been kind of my hero, so I kind of modeled myself off of him. And so, like, even when I was a teenager learning about it, I was like, okay, I'm going to learn how to produce. And I got Logic, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be able to do this. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be able to do lyrics. And I got notebooks, and I would study lyrics. And I was like, okay, I'm going to be good at melodies. And, you know, I try to be just like whatever the room needs that day.
That's awesome, dude. That's so cool. All right, well, that's what it takes, ladies and gentlemen, to make it. You gotta work hard. Like I like what you said though. Just like he just outworks everybody, and I know you do that too.
You know,
man.
it takes some luck too, but you can improve your luck by hard work.
Absolutely. All right, Miss Kaitlyn Crocker, you ready?
I am.
All right,
can't
give it up
wait.
for Kaitlyn Crocker singing her song "Love Don't Look."
Say you can see everything, be the remedy for anything, can even fix a broken heart. You have I've been drinking full, sitting on a stool, thinking one drink will make his pain go away. So go and be Superman, flying like only you can. Go and save the day. I know you want to show me there's heaven from this hell, but go and name that arrow at somebody else. And love, don't look at me crying, don't look at me lying. It's the only thing I know. So love, I know it's showing. You see me going down this lonely road. I know you wanna dry these tears, but look left, look right, but love, don't look over here. The day's gonna come where there's nothing but a pile of broken bricks, 'cause you're gonna find me a heart that fits. Love, don't look at me crying, don't look at me lying. It's the only thing I know. So love, I know it's showing. You see me going down this lonely road. I know you wanna dry these tears. Look left, look right, but love, don't look over here. No, don't look over here.
Thank you.
Kaitlyn Crocker,
All right.
everybody. Nice. Very cool. Where are you from?
I'm from Maryland.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Awesome.
born in California. I come from a military family, so moved around a little bit.
Nice. I see here that your dad was a fighter pilot who flew F-18s for the Navy.
Yes, F-18s for the
Where'd
Navy.
Where did he train?
Where?
Yeah. Do you know?
He, nope.
Okay.
So,
well,
he was
half of Navy pilots train in Meridian, where I'm from. That's why I was asking. Yeah.
Did you train in Meridian? Yes.
Did you really?
Wow.
Get
oh,
outta
he's
here.
He's here
I did.
today. What's your
Nope.
dad's name?
Mike.
Mike. Shout
Mike.
out to Mike. Thank you
Mike.
for your service. That is
Dude,
awesome.
yeah. Thank you for your service. That's amazing.
He looks like a pilot too.
Why don't you should have given me a little whoop when I said Meridian earlier?
Honestly, if
So
I'm
you were there what, 2 years? Year and a half. Okay,
Year and a half.
and then you learned how to land on the boat there. Yeah, that's it.
Wow.
Yeah, Meridian's really small, so that's why they put the jets there, because it doesn't bother that many people.
being the daughter of a dad in the military, what was that like for you growing up?
So when I was growing up, he had done a lateral transfer to the Air Force. So I grew up in Maryland because he was stationed. He flew for the D.C. Air National Guard, and there he flew F-16s. So, I mean, the best way I can describe it to you is it was the coolest feeling in the world, going to school, seeing my dad fly over when we were, outside during recess. And also the scariest thing, because my biggest fear when he would deploy or just go on training missions was that his plane would go down, and still rattles me. I love Top Gun. It is my favorite movie.
Dude, that's
but
my favorite movie.
I'm on edge every time
So
still.
good. Did you like the new one?
Such a good.
Maverick?
Yes.
So good, right?
So good.
They
Gosh,
did
I've
a
seen
good
it-
job with it.
I've seen it so many times.
It's one of those movies where you just hope that they don't screw it up.
And they absolutely
Yeah.
They crushed
Tom,
it.
Tom Cruise doesn't miss.
They crushed it.
So it's actually a dream of mine to do a cover of Danger Zone, record a cover. I want to do like a music video and a
Yeah.
jet cockpit. I don't think we'd be able to take off legally.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, you
should.
You have some good connects for it.
No, you
Yeah,
definitely.
right?
Yeah, you
I know a
definitely
guy.
should.
You know a guy.
I think that story would be really cool. That that song means something to you, and obviously with your dad, I think you should do it.
Yeah,
Well, thank you.
so you've been in Nashville since you were 16?
Yes. You were talking about your sister moving here
Yeah.
when she was 15. My whole family moved with me.
Wow.
My dad had just retired a few, I think, days prior to us moving here.
Wow.
We sold my childhood home. We bought an RV as a family of 6 and
No
moved.
way.
I don't know. It's a crazy story. I don't know how that happened still, but yeah, we all just moved down here together and have been loving it.
Are you still in the RV?
No.
Okay,
Thankfully, no.
That only lasted a year. From what I read.
That lasted a year. I did want to include that just so y'all know. I do live in a house now.
Okay, good.
But,
That's good. Okay. Tell us about this song. What is this song about? What was the inspiration?
yeah. Well, I've been loving titles recently that you already make up your mind what the song's going to be about when you read it. And then the hook hits, and you just like, I did not see that coming. You know, you find an angle. And so that's what I brought to my right with Greg Freya and Hunter Odor. And I said, I have this title. I think it would be cool, and I want to write it from the perspective of love. We're going to personify the feeling of love. And, you know, a lot of us, I think most of us, have been hurt by love at some point. And, you know, what does it look like when you're just trying to hide away from love, when it just seems to keep following you and pursuing you? So that's what this is about.
Okay, really cool.
Yeah, I thought the way that the hook landed was super cool. I can tell you've written a lot of songs. Do you write every day, or kind of what's your writing process look like?
I write down a lot of titles. And titles and concepts is kind of my thing. I try to go further into writing a song. I have realized it is hard for me to write a song in my head. I have to speak things out. I have to verbalize it. I process things differently. So that's why I feel like I'm stronger in co-writing.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I try to bring titles and concepts. And
Do you want to be an artist, or do you want to be a songwriter, or both?
both. I started singing first. I wrote my first song when I was 13, but I've been singing since I was 4, performing. So songwriting was later, but it is a part of my life now. So a combination of both.
If you are a titles person, if you are a concepts person, like, make sure you're fighting for the best lyric in every single line. And whatever song you write, like, think about it as, hey, this song is like whatever the title is, whatever you come up with, but make sure that every single line matters just as much as the title does. Because I thought it was a really, really cool title, and the chorus was really good. And I think it was a good song. I just think that maybe a little bit, you could have pulled a little bit more. I wanted to know, like, when you were like, love, don't look over here, like, why?
Why?
What's going on, right?
Okay.
What's happening? Maybe a little bit more of the color in the verses would have added a little bit more.
Or just some
to the song.
literalness of, like, why don't you want love to look over here? And I know you said it some, but some was like a little on the poetic side, to where I was like, like, think about if I'm driving down the road, I want to, like, be able to insert myself into the story. And I was a little bit sometimes going, like, I'm not exactly sure. It's a little too vague. I'm not exactly sure exactly how I fit into this and understand, like, what exactly is going on. But I do like the way you ended the chorus. Like, you can look left, you can look right, don't look over here. I think that's great.
Thank you.
And I think, like you said, I think the concept is great. I think it's probably just like going through the verses and contextualizing the end of that chorus, so that when you say, don't look over here, you're like, oh, gosh, because it's like, you know exactly why. There's also like a trick you could do maybe on the bridge too. Sorry, when I saw the title, it's like, love don't look like I thought it was going to look when I was 9. Love don't look like a cup of coffee every morning because I had that and it didn't work out. Love don't look like first kiss in the rain when I was 17, driving whatever towards the whatever, and all the detail stuff. So, like, there's some cool things you can do with that phrase. Like, that's a great title.
Believable title.
Something I would tell you too, since you're a concept person, is, like, don't be scared to write the same concept multiple times. So like if you have that title, like, if you don't, or not even this title necessarily, but any title, try it like 5 or 6 different ways.
Do you know how that works, like, legally? Do you have to cut in the first people, or it's your title, right?
That's your title. I mean, if there's any kind of, the gray area would be if you use some lines, like, say you wrote this song again, and then you use some lines from this version of it, then you would potentially need to, text your co-writers and say, like, hey, let's figure this out. But I mean, usually I'll, wait a little bit and make sure I'm certain, like I want to try it again, and then I'll text people and be like, hey, I just don't feel like we quite nailed this. Can we get together and try again? Or, I might try this on my own or with somebody else or whatever. But usually communication solves everything in life.
Totally.
I think.
And try it with the same people. Great idea.
Yeah.
Try it again with the same people. That's amazing. That's what I felt with that song. And
I had one more thought on the melody, on the chorus. It starts on that high note. And then it doesn't hit it again. I wonder if when it comes back around, if you just hit it again.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a nice note in interval. I kind of like Tyler Hubbard told me one time, which is great advice. Like once you find something catchy, just do it a bunch of times. So like it can be as simple as that. So like that's a catchy part. Like just hit it again.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, I love that. And again, just awesome title. I think you can do it better. And I'm actually going to challenge you. I want you to come back on the show, and I want you to try it again with the same writers or by yourself, whatever. And I want you to come back, and I want you to try again. Because I really think that title is great, and I think that the meat is there, and it's just missing a couple details. What I vision when I hear that song is the Carrie Underwood music video where there's like tears running down her face. Like, love don't look over here. Why? Because you are just a mess. Or, like some kind of detail that I can hook onto as a listener. I need a visual, right? And so I think you can do it.
You could also, sorry.
No,
maybe
keep
we
going.
sidebar on this afterwards. But like you could also set the whole thing up like, hey, I'm, wherever. This is terrible, but like I'm at a bar and he walks in and like he's looking at me and he's doing this and like I can tell there's something going on, but then the chorus is like, hey, love, don't look over here. And it's like, oh, okay, now I actually have a story and a music video to go with it. There's another way you could do it.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're not ready for the love.
Yeah, but just make it a person, literally,
Yeah,
or different scenarios,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This guy.
Good
Maybe
stuff.
he'll write it with you.
I don't know. Like,
There we go.
at the
That's
end of the day,
awesome.
none of us really know, but
No, it's fun. Again, that title is just so good. It's like it has to be an A+ song because I think that is one of the cooler titles I've heard on the show. So
yeah. I can tell you got a lot more too. Like even the way you wrote that, I'm like, okay, this is I can tell you've been working on your craft and you're very professional. So that's awesome.
I think you're just coming into your own. This is exciting. This is why the show exists, is to hear what you're doing right and just become better at it. So you're crushing it. Give it up for Kaitlyn Crocker, everybody.
Thank you so much.
Oh yeah. All right, well, we have one more guest. Anybody in the bucket? Last call for bucket. Ryan, you want to come on up here? All right, we got Mr. Ryan Harmon.
It's really freaking cool seeing you too. I was in like a songwriter's sandwich there. I can't speak to that. I'm a drummer, but listening to you guys
Drummer would
just
not know.
nerd out on these things it's
Dude,
really interesting.
It's
hey, well, Craig Wiseman is one of the greatest songwriters of all time, and he is a drummer.
okay.
That is his
really?
instrument. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was he played on like Broadway when he moved here.
Oh,
I did
shoot.
not know
Yeah.
that.
I
That's
didn't
crazy.
know
Yeah.
All right, who's the most famous person in your phone?
that. Not this one.
I asked everybody this question.
I don't know. Jelly Roll's pretty famous, I think.
Jelly Roll's up there.
He's up there, man. It's crazy. Like he's just crossed everything. I mean,
Yeah, he's hosting the late night show now.
yeah, probably Jelly.
Who?
Probably Jelly.
Jelly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of anybody else.
I know. He's massive. All right, so what separates, because you've written with a bunch of artists and what separates the good artists from the great artists?
Well, it's a good question, and there is a difference. And it's like good and great songs. Everybody can write a good song. Not very many people write great songs. I think understanding who their audience is and how to give them what they want and also what they don't expect.
I love that.
And it's so hard to do. It sounds so simple. But you're an artist, you understand. It's like figuring out who your audience is. I think like Jessie Murph, who I think is just incredible. She's like one of the best at it to me, like that we have right now, where she goes, this is my audience, this is my brand. And then the music will work. I mean, obviously the songs have to be good, but like it works on a deeper level than someone who just had like a great song. That's how you develop like a fan base and a long career I mean,
Totally.
Dolly is amazing at it, and there's so many good ones, whether it's, Tim McGraw even. But look at people who have long careers. I think that's one thing they all have in common. Taylor Swift is like, they know who their fans are, and they know how to give them what they want and what they need.
Totally. And I think if I'm being straight up with you and just myself, when I first moved to Nashville, I was like trying to figure out who I was. So I tried to be everybody that I wasn't.
Right.
And, I'm from Arizona, and a lot of the things that were popping off at the time were all Georgia boys. It was a Southern boys club, and I was trying to break in. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm not from the South, but I'm going to be proud of where I'm from, which is Arizona. And then I was all of a sudden, the Arizona guy. And then it's like trying to figure out like, okay, how do I not just be like a location, but like a vibe? And that's why I ask artists now, like, who cares where you're from? Who cares like what your story is really like? What type of vibe are you trying to get from your music? Because that's the biggest question that I'm still trying to answer. Yeah. And it's the hardest thing as an artist to do, because in order to go there as an artist, you really have to have hard conversations with yourself.
And you have to be like almost narcissistically ignorant of everything else around you. Like, totally. You have to have this blind faith commitment to it that, like, even if everybody thinks it's insane, you still do it. And even when it's not working, you still do it. And even when you get 100 streams on a Spotify song, you still do it. Even when you have, all these other things going on around you, your friend posts a song that gets 1 million streams, and you're like, nope, I'm still doing this. Like, it takes, like I said, it's like this narcissistic, delusional belief in yourself, I think,
it's
and your brand, which is probably why there's a lot of narcissistic artists out there.
I love it. Oh, shit. All right, well, everybody give it up for a regular on the show. We only have a few of them. He came on the show a couple weeks ago, absolutely crushed it. I made him a regular, which means he can come on the show whenever he wants.
All right.
He was kind enough to come on. Give it up for Ryan Harmon. I don't even know what song you're singing. What song you're singing?
I'm going to do a song called Making a Living.
All right. Give it up for Ryan Harmon singing a song, Making a Living.
Maybe the music's changed, but the song it still remains the same. On the plane and overtime, look you help me out, wanna run you blind. It's a family tree. They won't want to allow the luxury. It's darling at the bottom, and we're still here. Let me make one thing clear. I'm not trying to make a killing. I'm just trying to make a living. With blood, salt, hands, bloodshot eyes, and a name that no one would recognize. This blue-collar, red-cover, redneck man's about to set it free. 'Cause if they can't live, it's killing me. I've been working for the man in Uncle Sam till the day that I don't give a damn comes creeping up. If that day comes, man, good luck, this ain't the dream. It's just a step to where I wanna be. You can play it safe and get your pay unless you got something to say. I'm not trying to make a killing. I'm just trying to make a living. With blood on hands, bloodshot eyes, and a name that no one recognize. This blue-collar, red-cover, redneck man's about to set it free. 'Cause this making a living's killing me. All the songs the same, it's been that way for years and years. I'm still paying my dues till the check clears. I'm not trying to make a killing. I'm just trying to make a living. With blood, salt, hands, bloodshot eyes, and a name that no one would recognize. This blood Thank you.
Ryan Harmon, everybody. Dude, I don't know what it is about you, man. You're a vibe. You get the people going. I love it.
Thanks, man.
How you
Appreciate
doing,
you
man?
having me back on, brother.
Absolutely,
Good to see you.
absolutely.
Dean, you've changed.
Yeah, Dean was our old co-host, and now we got Cody.
I got to send that to him. That's funny.
It's funny as shit. So what's new, man?
Man, things been going really good lately. I've found myself in especially after what we talked about last time I was here, I've just found myself in a surprisingly positive headspace, really creative, and going to try some new stuff in 2026 I've never done before. I'm going to put out a new single every single month until I get a really good reason why it's a bad idea. But so far, that just seems to be where it's headed, just being creative, putting out songs I believe in, and not overthinking everything to the point where it's 4 years between releases.
100%. Clip that. Put it out there. That's great.
I love it. How are your grandkids doing?
My grandkids?
It's the oldest young guy I've ever met in my life. This guy has
I see you've seen my MRIs.
7 grandkids. He talks like he's been to war.
Where are you from?
I'm from Arkansas.
Oh, okay, right on. That's awesome. How long you been in town?
I've been coming here back and forth doing that thing for years, but
okay.
actually came here back in March.
Oh, okay, right on. Welcome to Nashville. Dude,
Appreciate it, brother.
sounded great, man. Great,
Thanks,
great
man.
picking and great singing.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Now, is that country music?
Well, to be honest with you, I think that it fits within the boundaries of today. You know,
It's got some blues influence, too.
It does, and I'm a product of 80s rock and 90s country. I'm every bit Van Halen as I am Travis Tritt. It's just the kind of stuff I grew up
It
on.
sounded country to me.
He was in a Kiss tribute band, right?
Yeah, I did. I was in a Kiss tribute band for
right?
one
Just
night.
for
It used to be a charity show. I got to do it with them one time.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
wait,
thought
that's
you were-
amazing. You painted your face and everything.
Oh, yeah, we did. Mine was the hardest to do because I refused to shave.
Okay.
I said, look, we're done. If we were getting paid tribute band money and doing this a lot, I would shave.
You go for it, yeah.
But I don't know what's under here. So we're just doing this one time. Everybody knows it's us. Let's just go.
Yeah, we're not fooling anybody.
What was the wrestler that just had it to about here? Ultimate Warrior. Am I right or wrong?
I just watched a video on it. It's gonna make me so mad.
That's crazy.
Richie Incognito or something like that. I don't know. I'm
Something
not a
like
big
that.
wrestling fan, but I did see that video where he took it off. The crowd went crazy.
Oh, that's wild.
So, all right. What's how many songs are you writing a lot, or what's kind of
Oh
your
yeah,
daily?
I write all the time.
Do you have a real job, or do you music full time?
I've been fortunate enough that after I was on American Idol a few years ago, I took the jump, and I've been doing this full time for about 6 years now.
Yeah,
Best
congrats,
job
man.
I've ever had.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
And I finally realized, like every other job I ever had, they could always find a way to pull the last guy in, first guy out, and you get laid off. Budget cuts. I was always the budget cut guy. And I finally just realized one day, I'm like, okay, I don't think I would ever fire me.
Yeah, you can't fire
I'm going
yourself.
to try this for a little bit.
There you go.
What's the worst job you did?
I really can't complain a whole lot. I mean, there was good and bad with everything. Being a really bad germaphobe, which I'm not proud of, I hate it. But I mean, it's people I know, it's fine. But I was a cashier at Walmart, first job I was ever old enough to get, and having to handle money from anybody and everybody that brings it through, wherever they're keeping it.
Dirty money.
There's stuff that I will never get over from having to do that.
Oh, man.
Yikes, man. That's tough.
You know how many germs are on that microphone?
See, but that's the thing. Like stuff like this is an environment where I feel like I'm safe. I'm among my people.
Yeah, you're safe, man. We got.
That was risky telling him that. You handled that.
Whenever
What if he just
somebody
quit
that I
music
don't
because of
know,
that comment? He's like, wait a minute, I've never thought about that.
Yeah, now he's freaking out.
He's like, I
No,
can't
man.
do this.
I'm sorry.
All right, so you're regular now. You getting some girls. You got a girlfriend or anything?
man, that's been. I've got a lot of songs. If that answers your question.
It does.
Man, that's been. I have figured out that, especially with doing this, so much of the time when you're dating somebody that hasn't been around this before, they're all about it until they're not, and that's totally understandable. But I'm in zero hurry for any of that.
That's fair.
but-
How
and
old
that-
are you again?
Just turned 30 this year.
Just turned 30. Nice. And what's your ideal woman? Give us like your perfect person.
I'll be honest. I'm kind of on the cougar chase.
Really? Like how old are we talking?
40 and up is great.
Really?
He said great, but there's a more ideal range.
So what's your ceiling?
He's like 40's okay.
What's your ceiling?
I mean, that's.
Like, let's say you're an old soul. Like,
Hey, look, I'm an old 30, so a young anything else wouldn't throw me off.
That's a pretty good answer. Wow.
what's the oldest woman you've been with?
It depends on. Nothing ever lasts very long.
Depends. Like we're talking depends.
Nothing ever
depends.
lasts very long in my world. So I mean, I generally don't ask. So just into the 60s.
Into the 60s.
Yeah.
Like Social
If you
Security?
don't want any of
like
the
she
drama,
was on Social Security.
That's true.
well, I mean that helps.
This guy, I told you, bro. How are your grandkids? I wasn't fucking around with y'all.
You were actually, yeah.
I really
I was
wasn't.
destined to be an uncle.
Yeah. Well,
Dude, you are from Arkansas, so be careful about that one.
This went off the rails. I
yeah.
just thought I'd play a nice song.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So, jeez, this is unbelievable. I don't know if I've
Are there
ever.
any cougars out there?
Is that kind of your thing? Like, are you attracted to older women?
Yes, that's what he
Yeah.
just
So,
said.
I mean,
but
that's the whole-
I guess my point is, obviously you are. I'm sorry, that was a dumb question, but like, I've just never met anybody that was like that upper 60s
Okay.
for a 30-year-old.
I'll give
That's
you an
more than-
idea. And this is a pipe dream. I changed my screensaver after I met one of my favorite singers the other night.
Who is that?
Her name is Rosa Larahuta. She's from the Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Nice. I'm
yeah,
glad
so
you
that-
finished with Siberian Orchestra. Jeez.
You're quick tonight.
This show went all over the place tonight.
You're a regular, dude. We got a lot to talk about. This is just one of the many fascinations of Ryan Harmon. All right, so
Thank you, both of you.
So as the show progresses, we're gonna get some older women in the crowd for you, and I think that you have a special place in their heart. As long as you're just open to whatever age. I think we make
Bro,
a
that
goal.
could be your whole hook on TikTok, by the way.
think we try
You
to-
should be like, I wrote this for my ideal woman, and this is what she looks like, and this is how the song
Have you
It
tried?
is, I do well with that demographic,
about to say,
too.
that's
Have you tried playing in the retirement homes?
I actually have done that a few times. Not to try to pick up chicks.
Yeah, you did, bro. You a dog.
So there was this one I played at in Monticello, and there was a woman in there that she was the world's biggest Elvis fan. And she walked over to me after I was done playing. It was in the middle of the COVID stuff, so everybody had to mask up. Well, she walked over to me, she took her mask off, and she looked at the administrator and said, "I'm taking him back to my room."
Whoa.
And I didn't have any say in the matter, so she took me back to her room. But she showed me her Elvis collection.
That's what
perfectly
the
tamed.
non-kids are calling it these days.
Wow. She gave you the home on a home. All right. This is enough. We're getting past our curfew. I don't even know what to
That's
say.
the note we're ending on.
No, we're not. We're not.
I liked it.
You ever hit on your mom's friends?
No.
You ever hit on your grandma's friends?
Look, it's very.
Is your grandpa a good wingman? This is unbelievable. I'm sorry. I'm gonna quit.
Anyway, speaking of changing the
I'm
subject,
just laughing because I literally was joking about how you are an old soul, and I just didn't know that there
didn't
was
know that
this
about
side
him.
of him.
You just found that out?
I just found this out. Yeah, this is crazy.
Hey, you asked.
So I'm fascinated.
Hey, who am I to discriminate? If a beautiful woman has interest in you,
I love it, man. Any advice on the song?
I respect that. God, I can't even remember the song now.
I don't either.
No, making a
is
living's killing me.
Working.
Yeah. Making a living.
Making a living.
Yeah, making a living. No, great song. I love your picking on it. Real quick, what were the lyrics on the chorus?
I'm not trying to make a killing. I'm just trying to make a living with blood-soaked hands, bloodshot eyes, and a name that no one would recognize. This blue-collar wreck of a redneck man's about to set it free because this making a living is killing me.
Great. Yeah, I think your set it free line, potentially. I know it's free with the money stuff. Like, maybe that's the angle on there. I just think that line could be a little better. But besides that, I love it.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, it was
Every
a cool,
other line is like 10, 10, 10, 10, and they got to that one. I was like, that rhymed with me.
Totally. Yeah, I didn't hear that part as well. Then you went to the chord change. I like that. That was a good choice. Really unique. Totally a 80s rock chord progression that I loved. But man, I love having you on. You're just a cool dude, and I wish nothing but the best for you. You're a part of the Playlisted family now, so we're going to get to know a little bit more about you. Hopefully we have some older women in the front row next time cheering
I
you
think
on.
somebody said they're beautiful lovers. Nobody even gets that. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself. Ronnie McDowell.
Oh, man.
Google him.
Unbelievable.
Ryan Harmon, everybody.
Unbelievable.
Give it up.
All right.
Your new name is Wrinkles, dude.
I make
That's
a lot
your
of
nickname.
movie references that people don't get all the time. So.
Do we have any names? Are you okay on time? You got time
right.
for one more?
Yeah, one more.
All right. We got time for one more bucket pull.
Here we go.
All right. All right. 600 names in the bucket. Give it up for Denver Nixon. Come on up here,
you
Denver.
know Denver.
All right, let's go.
He was
Bring it
Denver
back
was
up.
just up here. Yeah,
Yes,
he was just up here. All right. You were nominated for a Grammy with Weezer.
That is true, yeah.
How did you find out, and what was your reaction to that moment? Like, what was that moment like finding out?
I was nominated for Rock Song of the Year for Weezer, a song called All My Favorite Songs. Well, first of all, just getting a Weezer cut was kind of crazy because they were one of my favorite bands growing up. And for them to release it, and then it had been a hit for them, it was like a alt radio rock song #1. And so I kind of thought it was over, the journey of that song. And I was like, well, that was awesome. And then, their manager called me on a morning in November, and he was like, hey, did you see the news? And I was like, no. He's like, you're nominated for Best Rock Song of the Year at the Grammys. And I was like, what? It wasn't even on my radar. I had no clue that it was even in contention to be nominated. So we did lose to the Foo Fighters.
That's sick, though.
It was pretty cool to lose to them, though. I'm not gonna lie. It was like us, Paul McCartney, and the Foo Fighters. I was like, this is like all my heroes into one category. But what an amazing honor, and it was so much fun.
It's pretty cool and ironic, I feel like, after just talking with you and knowing you a little bit after today, but like as a country writer, like you write country songs 90% of the time. I mean, back in the day, probably more. Now it's probably a little less, right?
Probably the other way around. I started off all my first cuts. My first cut was with Charlie Puth.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Second cut was with Justin Timberlake. So yeah, like all my
I'm way off.
early cuts were pop, and then being in Nashville, I kind of my bread and butter kind of started being more on the countryside. But
Did you start writing in LA?
No, I wrote here.
What?
Yeah, that's a whole story. But yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
yeah, I never moved to LA. All my pop cuts, pretty much, I've written here and then shopped out there. Yeah.
That is so cool. Who and were they with certain people that got them to those people, or
So my Charlie Puth song I played for Ashley Gorley, who texted it to Charlie.
Gosh.
Yeah, pretty crazy.
That's
And then
ridiculous.
my Justin Timberlake song I wrote it by myself and played it for his producer, and he played it for him. Yeah, crazy.
That's so cool, bro.
You never know, man.
That's so cool.
Yeah, light a bunch of fires. Eventually, something will burn.
Yeah, I love it. All right, well, we got
All right, Denver, welcome back.
Denver. Welcome back. Yeah. Where's the freaking name? Oh, Denver Nixon. All right, what song are you singing?
It's called Watching You Dance.
All right, give it up for Denver Nixon singing a song, Watching You Dance.
Watching you dance, it ain't no one night stand. Get stuck in my head and won't come out. Watching your hips makes me want what I can't have, and I crave something bad. Watching you dance, watching you sing as we're driving down an watching your hair as it blows in the wind. I feel like I'm the luckiest man in the world, and I crave something bad. Watching you dance. Watching you dream as you lay there asleep. I feel like destiny is in my arms, and I crave something bad, and I crave you so bad. Watching you dance.
All right, Denver. Hell yeah, man. What's that song about?
So I was at a bar that my local band plays at in North Carolina or whatever, Jack's Waterfront Bar, and I seen these two Marines, and they were just checking these girls out. And I knew it was coming. They were, a couple more drinks. They were getting up the nerve, and they finally went and asked these two girls. One of them got turned down, and the other guy, she was like, all right, yeah, whatever. So they were dancing, and I was just watching them, and I was like, I wonder where this is going to go. Is it going to be something, a one-night deal, or is it going to be a story down the road? So I made it a one-night deal and a story down the road with the song. So
Very cool. And you just played up here with Julia,
yep,
correct? And you're married to her, as we learned
she's
earlier.
my fiance.
Oh, fiance. I'm sorry.
And she has a baby.
What?
Hey.
She's pregnant. Yeah.
Oh, we didn't find that out.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Do you know if it's a boy or girl yet?
We don't know that. It's
Okay.
probably a girl though, because she's been pretty sick right here lately. So
Hey,
there's
my
only a girl would give that much trouble. You know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know about that. I don't know about that. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I loved it. It reminded me of like a AAA format, which is like kind of the Bob Dylan kind of folkier, format. You don't hear that kind of format anymore very often. But no, I thought it was great. I thought sometimes in the verses, I wish there was a little more rhythm in the melody. But besides that, great concept, and yeah, it sounded good.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Anything crazy about you that we need to know?
I used to play baseball too.
Yeah.
So, and I got into music because of the whole girl thing and playing baseball.
Oh.
And baseball didn't work out, so I was like, well, let me just, join some like local band or something. So I did that, and that hadn't really worked out either. I was like, she sounded good, she wrote good. I was like, let's, whatever.
So I got to ask.
Well, so it did work out.
Yeah.
You got the girl.
It did work out.
You got the
did.
girl. That's all that matters.
Karaoke bar.
She
yeah.
knows a chimpanzee. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I got to ask. Were you hitting on her?
No, actually, she was. Her friend was hitting on me, and we were doing. Was it Copperhead Road?
Oh,
Yeah.
of course.
And she walked over, and I asked her friend. I was like, "Who's your friend?" And,
Just a quick question. Was her friend's name Oliver?
No, but never mind. I can't say that.
Okay.
Oh, I
Okay.
saw the wheels.
Yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
No.
man.
her name was Pam.
Okay. All right.
We call her Damn Pam.
I love that.
Nice. Hell yeah. Any advice? Are you a songwriter? Are you an artist? What's kind of? I know you're in a band as well.
It's a little bit of both. I mean, I'm kind of like Bailey Zimmerlin, but I'm a pipe layer.
Really?
That's what I do, construction work, and I write a little bit here and there. I catch a cool idea. I just write it down. I'm not really that great. I don't think I'm that great of a writer, so I don't really pursue that. I'm more of a performer type deal, and that's just what I feel like I'm good at. I actually know a couple of writers in Nashville, Taylor Phillips and Josh Phillips.
Of course,
Oh,
the
yeah.
other North Carolina
The
boys.
best.
Yeah, North Carolina.
Yeah,
So I used to
exactly.
do write-arounds with them in Raleigh.
Get out of here.
Especially
That's awesome.
Josh. So,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Taylor's awesome.
Yeah.
I barely know Josh, but every time I meet him or hang out with him. He's just the coolest dude.
They're great.
He
Good
needs to
boys.
come on the show, by the way.
He'd be great on
He
the
would
show.
be awesome.
Yeah, he'd be really
he's a good guy.
We'll make that happen. But man, thank you for coming on. Appreciate
man.
you putting your name in the bucket. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't ask, is the baby yours as well?
We're not sure yet. Wait till it comes out. It's the second one. The first one kind of looks like me. So we're going to check the second one. So.
That's awesome, man. Hey, nice to meet you, Denver. Thank you for coming on, brother. Appreciate you. Oh, man. Dude, I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks for having me.
I'm not trying to gas you up too much, but I was like just so excited to have you on. And I told my wife earlier today, you're by far the most successful songwriter we've had on the show. And I just think your character and who you are speaks to your success. And I know that you're just an incredible writer, but I think beyond that, you're just even a cooler dude.
Thank you, man.
And I found that out today. And I don't know. I got two more questions for you before you leave. So
All right.
where do you think country music is heading in the next few years?
Yeah, man, it's been a lot of places the last few years. I'll say that. It's been all over the world, and hopefully it's just more global, more and more global. I love to see, we can all debate whether Beyonce's album was country or not, but we can't debate that it exposed a lot of people to country music. And so that's what I love, is that more and more eyes and ears are getting on our genre, and that it's growing and more people are falling in love with it. And so, I just love to see it just expand and grow and fall in love with it like we all have. So
Absolutely.
That's what I hope for it.
And then what's next for you in 2026? What are you most excited about coming up?
Oh, that's a good question. Working on a lot of fun projects right now. We're working on new Jelly Roll stuff right now, which will be really fun. New Kane Brown stuff, which has been a lot of fun. I don't know. I'm also working on some stuff like in New York for like musicals, and like also think about releasing some music that I've written that I think is dope that no one's ever cut. So I don't know. I'm just gonna try to be as creative as possible and just see where it leads.
Can we get maybe a Ben Johnson single in 2026?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That's dope, man. Well, thank you so much for coming on. It's truly an honor. It really is. Amazing artist, amazing songwriter, and I say artist because I know you're putting out some stuff. I'm excited about it. So give it up for Ben Johnson, everybody.
Thank you so much.
My name is Austin Burke, Cody Hawkins, Mikey on video. We out, baby.